All right, we are doing a shingle repair test or attempt at Crosbygaurd 2946 Tony Drive, Decatur, Georgia. And we have the wind damaged shingle marked out along with the tools that we're going to be using to do the shingle repair. And we will commence now on the repair. So we're going to start with lifting the nails as best as we can without lifting the shingle too high. Some of these nails are driven in pretty deep. Alright, so the first layer of nails have been removed. Let's see if we can pull it. Nope, looks like it's also nailed into the second upper level. Some of these nails are driven in very deep into the shingle. Doing our best to remove these nails while keeping these shingles as low as we can. It is a challenge. All right, shingle coming out. Got one more nail. Okay. Damaged shingle coming off. Right. And we will go ahead and get our new shingle installed. Alright, we have it lined up, and we are going to go ahead and start reinstalling the nails back in using the snake tool. Putting it right on the seam. Yep. Alright, have it in. Now we're putting the head on top so we can prevent trying to lift the shingle further. Make sure it's flush. Might have to actually drive it in. Yeah. Alright, on the next one, let's put another nail in this. So we tried to reapply the nail based upon previous carrier guidelines. Some desk adjusters want to see us try to utilize the snake, putting the snake head back over. Let's try it again. We were instructed to put this then back on top of the nail without lifting it further and then driving it with the hammer. But the problem is that it's not allowing the nail to be flush straight through. And that's now the second time. So we're doing as instructed off of the previous review, and that's what the nail is looking like when we attempt to put the nail or the snake head on top compared to what we did the first time, which is going to be this method. So first two attempts on the method that we were revised to change and do is not looking successful. Okay, so we're going to do it the way we did it the first time, which is use the snake, reinforce it, drive it down as much as we can. Okay, once we remove the snake, we obviously still have a little bit there, and then we're going to use the hammer and then just tap it in. Oh shit. Well, yep, but this is why we can't have to lift the shingle higher. We're trying to minimize how high we lift it, and this is the problem. If we don't lift it high enough, the shingle's in the way and we can't get to the nail. So we're gonna end up damaging the shingle on top. So that was not intentional. Look, we would even replace the shingle, but this is realistically what happens if we don't lift the shingle high enough to get our hammer to a point we can get a good strike on the nail. Okay, so we're gonna do that again. But that is realistically what's gonna happen if we don't lift the shingle high enough. That's just the reality. Okay, so we'll do this again. That happened because we're trying to minimize lifting the shingle. Okay. Shingle is down as much as possible. All right, once again, if we gotta get the nail down. Okay, I don't know how someone would expect us to do this without lifting the shingle high enough to get it. So this time we're gonna do enough to get our hammer to this point, which is right here. 2 to 3 hits, that's what we need. Okay, shingle down. All right, let's do it again. We've got 3 more nails to go. We'll go back to the method that we were instructed to do, which is drive the snake head down and then put it on top of the nail, and let's see if we can get a good flush. All right, minimize the lift of the shingle, barely. Okay, now go ahead and put the snake head on top and try to drive it down. Still not in quite a bit. That would cause a leak. Let's keep going a little further. Don't lift it. There you go. That's how high it is. It was just the snake lifted. That's not right. That doesn't look good. I mean, realistically, but that's what we're instructed to do. So we're gonna leave that. We're gonna leave that. But just that's causing for issues. That is definitely causing for issues down the line. So this is what the carrier wants to see we're doing it. Okay, use the snake. All right, put the snake head on top, because it's still not flush, as you can see. So go ahead, put the snake head on top, drop it down. Yeah, this is that looks good. Okay, we got one last nail. We're gonna finish this one, last one off the way we were doing the first time, which we feel is more effective and less compromising to the roof, which is get the nail in. All right, you still got a little bit of a good, to go. We lift the shingle just enough to just get 2 hits on it. And let's go sideways. All right, face is flush, and we put the shingle back down. Okay. And as you can see, like not even factoring this shingle in, but just the surrounding shingles outside of this one, if we were to just see, these shingles are still compromised. This is us doing our best attempt, really, with replacing the wind damaged shingle, and we have caused additional damage surrounding the repair. Like I said, disregard this one, but look, these shingles are now creased well above where the nails were. Doing it both methods, utilizing the snake, while being realistic to getting the shingles low enough to get these nails in. But this roof is old. The life expectancy has been reached. These shingles are brittle. They're worn. There's just no way of doing a successful shingle repair without compromising the surrounding shingles. And if someone wants to see this done in person, then okay, but it's not going to change the outcome. Alrighty, so this video hopefully should support a warrant justification for a full roof replacement, as that would be quite a bit of shingles that we'd have to repair.